welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys, because today we're gonna be talking about everything that's been going on with Shane in season 3 of the L Generation Q. I have no words on what is gonna happen with her and Tess' relationship moving on, because right now Shane has already cheated on Tess, and Tess has no idea about it, and she have cheated with Ivy in this case is Kehlani. She is the hairstylist, but we will get into more details regarding everything that's been going on with Shane. But please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and what are your predictions for the end of the season when it comes to Shane and Tess storyline. And also Ivy, since she's also in the picture. But before we get into more details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know. And I also want to say that I activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. I will also really appreciate it. So let's get right into the video. So basically, in the beginning of season 3 of the L Generation Q, you can actually see that Shane and Tess, they've been working on their relationship. In this case, Tess and Shane, they are actually living together, and they are actually, Shane is actually helping Tess taking care of her mom, so they are all living together. Things were looking good. The chemistry was on point. They had their moments, their hot scenes, and it looked like they're very in love with one another. But things quickly took a turn when Ivy came in the picture. Like I already said in the beginning of the video, Ivy in this case is Kehlani. So who is Ivy? Ivy is actually Alice's hairstylist for her show, So one day, Shane actually said she actually needed a hairstylist for her, to go help her with her project. And of course, Shane reached out to Alice to ask her for help, and of course Alice said, I have someone that can help out. And in this case, she asked Ivy for the favor, and Ivy showed up, and she ended up becoming the hairstylist of the event. And that's how Shane and Ivy actually met. So after that, they actually had an immediate connection as soon as they met. And Ivy actually didn't know that Shane was the owner of the bar. So because she always been like, she not a fan, but she always admired Shane's work, because if you don't know Shane, in the past she was actually a hairstylist. So Ivy uses Shane products, and Shane was so surprised to see that Ivy actually knows her product and recognize her product. So after that, like on episode 1, they actually had this intense connection where Ivy was like, hey, can you style my hair? Like, in just like a very flirtation type of way. And of course, it was very hard for Shane to resist Ivy, because she's a beautiful woman. And we all know that Shane is a type of person that has weak skin. Like, it's very hard for her to say no to temptation, So after that whole scene of the hair and everything happened, then Shane already saw that Ivy had a type of interest towards her, but they never made it official. And after that, they kind of parted ways. In episode 2, you can see they didn't have no scenes together, but they were in contact, speaking to each other on the low. And of course, Tess has no idea about this. But meanwhile, all of that is happening. Tess and Shane, they are not ready to have kids. They are not ready to get married. But Tess wants to open another business with Shane. At the beginning, Shane wasn't ready to accept it, because she feels like they already have too much going on with the bar, not only the bar, but taking care of their mother and also working on their relationship. So Shane felt like it wasn't the right moment for them to have anything more. But at the end of the day, Tess found a way to convince Shane, so that they can open another bar. And that's exactly what happened. Even though Shane is not 100% sure about it, she still decided to do it just because for her girlfriend, it's and also a way to keep them all together. On episode 3, that's where everything starts to take a turn, because on episode 3, what actually happens is that Tess and Shane gets into a small altercation. It wasn't a big deal, but after that, Shane ends up taking some products that she had left at the house to give it to Ivy, and when she got it to Ivy, she and Ivy started to have like a very deep conversation, and Ivy opened herself out to up to Shane for the very first time, saying that it's been a while since she haven't been on the dating scene. She tried apps, but she's not feeling the vibe. She's a mom. She takes care of her kid full time, so it's very hard for her to put herself out there. And of course, Shane was like, "You need to put yourself out there. You're a beautiful woman," and like just giving her like very like motivational words. And of course, Avi was like, "Okay, yes, you're right. I should put myself out there," and that's exactly what happened. But things quickly took a turn because while Tess was getting ready to go meet Shane at Alice's event, at her show, while Shane and Ivy were having this conversation, things just quickly took a turn because they were having this very, very strong tension between them, and you can just see that they were ready to hook up, and that's exactly what happened. Ivy was actually the one who made the first move, and of course, like I already said, we all know Shane. Shane didn't say no, and they end up hooking up, and they end up getting involved with one another in the closet, in a back room, at Alice's show. And surprise, Sophie actually found out about it, but she kept quiet because she's not sure exactly what have she seen, and she doesn't know yet. And of course, while you can actually see while Shane was walking out of the room, after they finished what they were doing, she can actually see Tess, and she was so surprised by seeing Tess because she was so nervous, but she handled the situation very, very calmly. And after that, Tess and Shane, they decided to go home and just have a chill night. And as soon as they walk out, you can actually see Ivy also coming out of the room where they were hooking up, and Sophie was there, and Sophie and Ivy saw each other, and Sophie was like, what just happened, and that's where the episode ended. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen, because I know once Tess finds out that Shane have cheated on her, it's gonna be a whole situation. And not only a whole situation, but every time Shane gets into a relationship and things get serious, she gets the itch. And this is actually what Alice told her: when things get real in a relationship, she tries just something in her, it just mess it up in her, and she always ruin good relationships because of this behaviors of her, of cheating and all other stuff, of pressure of relationships and all of that responsibilities and all of that. It doesn't really do good on Shane. But all I know is when Tess finds out, she won't take this good. But I also don't know if Ivy knows that Shane is in a relationship. Maybe she does, maybe she does not. But I don't think Ivy actually knows that Shane is in a relationship. So once she finds out that Shane didn't tell her that part, I feel like she will also feel a type of way regarding it, if that is the case. So yes, guys, all I can say, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen, because Shane cheated. She did cheat. First it was just the tension, first it was just the looks, the conversations, but it went to physical, and I want to see what will Tess' reaction be, because I know 100% she won't take this lightly. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.